They erect these barriers to protect what they've built. Now, this is something to watch. This is interesting. This is something to watch. So, amongst my small circles, the goal is to have these constructive conversations on what are the codes we want to carry, right? What are the agreements and the pacts that we make with each other? And what is the thing that we believe about the future that we can all agree upon to be true? That's the goal. Because it don't matter who you against if you don't have anything that you're for. That's all I want to know. What do you believe? What do black people believe about their own future? Because there's people around the world that believe that they're going to run the future. They're going to control it. And that they deserve it. And that God put them in that position that they deserve it. Your people went through 400 years. Your people are described, narrated to the T and exactness of all the biblical prophecies and Quranic and whatever else you want to throw at it. You fit the description, but you don't act like it. You don't fight for it. You don't say it loudly. You don't protect it. None of that. The difference is there are people that get together in a collective and they agree that this is what they're going to fight for.
And then it works out for everybody. Ain't no collective in America because America is a brand of different people, different cultures, different ethnic groups, different religions, different spiritual ties, different trauma, different, journeys. Everybody is separated as a black person in America, but white people, they Europeans is together with the Irish, with the Turkish, with the Australians. You know what I'm saying? The Asians, the Chinese, the Japanese. But in America, you are a brand of America. And you being a brand of America, you can't really rebrand yourself outside of America because you've been branded here as a product of America. You was 3/5 of a man. You were sold as product. You were sold as product. So you don't have a voice. The story of the slaves is about you being a slave. The stories is about you getting conquered. The stories is about you losing. The story is about you. And 9 times out of 10, they ain't even talking about you. Most of that shit in the prophecies and the people that's the chosen ones, they ain't talking about you. You make yourself be a part of that shit because you don't have a history outside of America. You don't know where the fuck you come from, who you are outside of America. So your history is attached to only what went down in America. A slave, a product, being on an auction block. That's your history. You can't say you the chosen people and you was tapped into the royal family of out there in Nigeria or in the Congo somewhere. You can't say that. You don't know. You don't know them people. You ain't tapped in with them people. That's the difference. You're not tapped in with your own true heritage in your royal bloodline. This shit is about blood, baby. Shit is about family. Families run the world. And if you separated from your original family and you've been adopted by other families based on being through the slave transport, based on being sent off to different states and different countries and different islands, and who is your true family? How do you know what's your bloodline? How do you know what you connected to and what's really yours and what you own? That's the difference. We got to build everything here. You did? We build here. That's the point. You start from scratch here. You don't pick up from what the people before you built. That's what make it sad, baby. Because it was people before you that had already went through the wars, went through the problems, went through the knowledge and information and the wisdom. They put it on the walls. They put it on. They gave us the statues. They tore it down, though, to separate you from your own history and your divinity. So now you only fighting for what America telling you to fight for. Laws that's made up here, the fake currency, the fiat, all that shit is fake. So now your whole goal is to fight for something that these people gave you that ain't even really a part of your own true nature and essence. You ain't even fighting for what was yours or what was taken from you. You fighting to have what people creating every day. You fighting to have what motherfuckers telling you should have. You hear me? You ain't fighting to get what was once yours because you don't know what was once yours.
And this is worth it, no matter whether they agree on micro things under how they're going to go about it. Sure, they never come out and say that they're not the chosen ones. Because that idea is what brings them together. That idea is why they will go to war. That idea is how they will maintain control and power. And anybody that believes that, they're on the same side.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why they're not in the business of exposing each other, because they need each and every one of them that they can use. But we don't have anything bigger than our feelings and our egos that we would willing to sacrifice aside to get up to that point. They got us in a moral battle with each other, and that's why we losing. You need the crazy ones in the culture. You're gonna need some wild ones in the culture and in the ranks to do the dirty work. See, they got that. It's the reason why they got Netanyahu up there. They ain't got him up there to be the peacemaker. They got him to be the hammer holder. They got him up there to be the one that is going to help them erect their future. They not up there. The Jewish folks ain't up there trying to expose that man for all his failures and doubts that they have on him and his tactics.
Always exposing leads to destruction of the empire and everybody being doomed. Now nobody eat. You get in your feelings. You want to expose the family members, the uncles, the cousins, your mama, your daddy. That's all black people do nowadays. Hop online, talk about their exes, talk about their mamas, their families, talk about how they just were suffering growing up. They ain't talking about building and innovating. They ain't talking about creating some new apps, developing new codings using the AI technology, learning about crypto, or so we can invest into a new financial system that we can build on our own and nobody could tear down because it's coded in a way where nobody could really watch and be able to take notes from your shit and know what you're doing with your money because you can't track crypto. We ain't in that. We too busy worrying about what this bitch did and what this nigga did, you hear me? And nobody truly gives a fuck. But the people that's making the apps of like Instagram, Facebook, and coming up with new technology like shorts and reels and making money off our stupid asses from hopping on that bitch all day, running our mouths and talking about fucking nothing, entertaining these folks. They making millions all day, every day. Niggas from TikTok, China, developing apps for you so you could be able to get on that bitch, be live, make them money. But meanwhile, in their country, when you hop on TikTok over there, you don't see nothing but technology. You don't see nothing but information and educational videos being posted. It's a restriction. Them people can't even have certain algorithms going on that shit over there. But over here, oh yeah, we're gonna feed that to them niggas because they gonna feed the algorithm and it's gonna amp it up and build the app. Now, black folks is populating the apps with a bunch of dumb shit because you broke and you bored. And when you broke and bored, you ain't got nothing to do but sit there and gossip and talk all fucking day. That's what broke bored people do. Sit, talk, and gossip all fucking day. You heard me?
They like, sir, if you gonna be the one that's gonna do it, do it. We ain't learned that. We fighting each other like it's going to make a difference. It doesn't. If I see a black woman fall or a black man fall, it's not going to change our conditions in America. So those are not the things that I focus on because I know for a fact in the long term, not in your quality of life, not in your ability to create jobs or gain power. None of that will matter. As a matter of fact, it only makes you look weak because everybody sees all your weaknesses and what you all will go after. And all they got to do is say one thing about one person and then y'all will attack them yourself. So this is why people don't want to be a part of the culture. People don't really want to be a part of this thing that we got going on in America because it's sick. And so when you see people leave and stop talking to you and people disappear, it's because they figure something out, something that you may not know. They figured it out a long time ago on their way to the top, on their way as they're growing and as they building. Some people have an unyielding and undying love that is unflinching for Black America. And some people ain't got all that. Some people like, listen, I did as much as I could. I've talked to brothers. They be like, man, I love what you doing because, man, basically I gave up a long time ago. Why they give up? Because they say the very people I was fighting for start fighting me. And at a certain point in time, they spent their most pivotal years, trying to be an activist or a revolutionary or whatever the hell. But I think we may be the only people that you have to fight while trying to help in the long run. So that is a course that has to change in order for a person to be like, you know what? Yeah, I'll come out and help. But when we can observe another people do it better than us, we get envious of that. We get jealous of that, and it makes us angry at the same time. Makes us angry, like, damn, man, they doing it so much better. They doing it so much better. And you
But if you really ain't competitive, like if you don't care about, like if you just a fucking loser, you don't give a fuck about winning. You don't give a fuck about trophies, MVPs, stats. If that's not your steez, waking up in the morning to really be the fucking best, to not be recognized as a fucking slave or a peasant, to not have a voice, to not have no power, to look in the mirror and only be subjected to the things that's just around you because you don't have the money and the resources and the network to go out the states to connect with your other people and deal with other type of skill sets, and you don't have it. It make you jealous, envious, make you mad, nigga. So now you being mad, and then that madness turns into bullshit, gossip, and talking podcast points. Now we arguing and talking about relationship issues and being mad and not going on dates and being sad. You heard me? Because all we are is some mad motherfuckers in America that just ain't got shit else going on because you're bored. But when your ass got something to look for and earn for and compete for, nigga, you ain't no bored ass nigga. You want to be the fucking best. Playing sports is everything to a man. Because it's the only thing that lets your body and mind actually come through a platonic stress reliever. It's esoteric when you play sports because you're relieving so much stress, so much bullshit. Nothing matters. The goal, everybody working together as a team to win. You play your position, I play mine, and we all eat. You get a big contract. He getting 80 million. I'm getting 210. He getting 170. He getting 350. We all getting money and we all winning. When we all go out to the clubs, we all ball players. We all chained up. We all good. We all can take care of our families. And then you go wake up in the morning and you practice and you compete to do it again. Because you competing to be number one. You competing to be the best. The outcome is the money. The outcome is the fans. The outcome is you becoming a legend. The outcome is you becoming one of the greatest of all time. That's the outcome. But the mindset is to compete. The mindset is to win, nigga. The mindset is to have a fucking team. You ain't gonna get nowhere being alone, nigga. This shit ain't gonna bring you nowhere, bro. A lone motherfucker ain't gonna do nothing but just be alone by his fucking self and not and make excuses. Make excuses because you ain't got no teammate. You ain't got nobody to motivate you to let you know to wake up in the morning. Let's go to practice. Got to work on these sets. Got to work on these rotations. Bored.
you have to understand how hard it is to build something in America while fighting for your people, while fighting your people. For it's a three-part front because you already have the stripes against you. You have to be very strong to do that, and And there's a rate of slow decline that happens when there's forces that you have to push past. And the force that's fighting you supposed to be pushing you, not going against you. So yeah, I get, and this is a conversation of empathy. I get why we are the way we are. I get why we are the way we are. You know, it's a hell of a fight. A hell of a fight. And people get tired once they get to a point of realization. So you have to then say, you know what, I'll just wait till a lot of people say, I'll just wait till I have so much money and so much power. I can do things the way I want to do it. And then they realize that they're going to get more power and more money is not enough and it's not enough and it's not enough. Because then they start to meet even more powerful forces and create more enemies. And they say, wait a minute, I have to set this up before I can do that. And they become so meticulous and calculated that nothing ends up happening. I already told you the solution. If you listen, I can't say everything plainly on these waves because that's not the point of it. But for those who listening, they understand exactly what I mean. And they heard in between the lines of everything that I said that was a solution. For my circle, speaking to the masses only works when you're speaking to the emotions. Speaking to the masses doesn't work when you're speaking to their logic.
Mhm.
All the solutions are not for all the men.
That's why the only thing that sells in America is entertainment mostly. Basketball, football, rap, music, dance. Anything that's entertaining and make you feel, anything that make you feel good, it wins, it sells. So we got to stop trying to pander to the logic of people and just be right and be right and be right. Sometimes you got to do what makes the money flow. That's what we got to understand as black men. What the fuck makes the money flow? Yeah, it may be good for you, it may be good for the next week, but what is the most best opportunity to take that allows the bigger money to flow, nigga? You dig what I'm saying? Okay, music, okay, dance, okay, athletics, okay, this. Are those opportunities that you can take? How can you take advantage of music? Can you develop music apps? Can you develop dancing apps? Is there things that you can use and develop and innovate that can use that the people can use? That's the end all, because the end goal is the bread. So you not wanting to, oh well, I ain't gonna make this because this might be dangerous to the people or this might look toxic towards the culture. Man, fuck that. I rap that gangster shit because I'm a gangster nigga and I come from that shit, Jeremy. I'm not about just because I'm a righteous, knowledgeable nigga. I'm not about to start speaking a bunch of knowledgeable, big fucking words in a song to try to impress people because I'm right. What fucking sells, nigga? Rap, trap, gangster shit, street nigga shit. What fucking moves the people? A certain beat, a certain tone, a certain voice, speaking a certain way. Being fucking right and nice and just making sure that shit is good for the people. Man, fuck that. Nigga, I'm doing whatever makes the people move. That's what I like. And we gotta be understanding of, listen, you do your own research and your knowledge, you come across your own strategical ways in life that makes you move solid and you be your own leader and boss in that aspect. But the end all is the fucking bread. Elon Musk, all them, listen, they don't give a fuck. The niggas that create Facebook, they don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't care about all that. Oh, the platform is toxic and people posting this. They don't care, nigga. It's the money. It's the money. I'm making shit that the people gonna use. Niggas need cars, so we making Teslas. Niggas love being on the internet, so we making apps, Instagrams and Snapchats and TikToks. The Chinese people fucking doing it. The Indians doing it. The Indians come set up shop in the fucking hood and sell a dope to you, sell the gauze to you, the alcohol to you. They're not saying, oh, well, this isn't the right thing to do to black people because they suffering. They've been through a 500 year of being, all type of attack. They don't give a fuck, nigga. They come here and to get the money. We the only ones in our feelings and saying, oh, well, I'm not going to do this because this might hurt this, that, and the third. Man, fuck that. We got to know how to come together, set up shop, and get this money. This is what the people want to hear. This is what the people want to fucking do. Oh well, nigga. Stop always wanting to be fucking righteous about everything. And I'm telling you, we gonna know how to win.
The solutions are for those who are on your side that's going to carry it out. See, the problem with these platforms is that when you speak a good word, the devil listens too. So it's like telling your battle plans to your enemy. You don't even know who's on your side. And you're just supposed to ideally imagine that everybody is good. No, I've empowered people that went against me before. That happens all the time in life. People take what you know and try to use it against you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that we have to be more discerning as we go about doing things. It's a reason that people have never just sat around and just give you all the codes. People want to know who you with first. People want to know if you with them.
Exactly, bro. That's the game. That's the game. Niggas don't care about your feelings. Niggas don't care, bro. Nigga, is you with the code? Are you with the end all? Because the end all is the bread. The end all is control, power, resources. If you're not with that shit, we don't give a fuck about what you've been through. We don't care about the slavery shit. We don't give a fuck about your trauma with your mom and we don't give a fuck. Are you with the goddamn get down, nigga? Is you ready to go? If it come down to it, are you gonna be with this agenda? If this agenda affect your people, them people, are you willing to be down with the get down? That's what this shit boils down to. But we've been sold a moral code of karma, heaven and hell. So niggas think, oh man, if I do this and I'm selling my people out, or if I make this, then I'm selling my people out. I might go to hell. Something bad might happen to me. Something bad gonna happen to you anyway. You heard me? That's fucking nature, baby. Something bad gonna happen to you anyway. When you understand that, oh nigga, don't matter where you go, who you are, what you do, bitch, it's gonna be some drama, some bullshit, some negativity. Niggas really think being positive and meditating like a fucking monk is gonna override if something negative or bad happens. Monks die every day, nigga. Niggas get shot every day, blood. Kids, people, excuse me, I'm saying, but I'm just saying, like, it happens. The innocent, it just happens, brother. So at the end of the day, there ain't no moral code. The code is to get the money and we stand together. That's it. If you ain't with us, then you ain't with us. If we don't come together and act like that, then we fall for everybody else's code. We fall for everybody else's agenda. We a part of everybody else's culture. Cause we ain't got nothing that we gonna motherfucking stand on and ride on no matter what, nigga. Like ain't nobody gonna listen. We don't give a fuck, nigga. This is what it is. This is what it is. We don't care about what you feel. If you ain't down with this, then you ain't in. That's how it gotta be. We don't. It can't be because of the religion. It can't be because of this. No, we gotta remove all things that's personal and in your feelings. Fuck. It don't matter what religion you are. It don't matter who you are. Can you come together and get down with this, nigga? Because this is what's gonna make us eat and have money and run shit and step on shit and have power, nigga. Do you want power? Do you want money? Yes. All right. Well, this is what the fuck you gotta do, nigga. You did. That's how we gotta step. That's the only way to step, honestly.
And then I need to know what code you follow. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you gonna do with the power? What you gonna do with the knowledge? See, if you teach a man and you give him everything that he knows, you know what he's gonna do. You know what I mean? That's what they've been doing to us for so long. They've been teaching us, giving us everything that they know. Right? So they know they give us whatever guns they want to. They teach us the plans. They send in their enemies to teach us. So they already know what we're going to do when we decide to do it. Nah. We need to have more conversations that are behind the scenes when we talking strategy. Everybody wants the solutions in front of give the solutions to the masses. The masses don't deserve the solutions. People don't want to take oaths no more. People don't want to pledge to anything no more. Yet every other people around the planet does it. And we look at everything as evil now. but we don't even have beliefs. It's a cold game. The TikTok cultures, the Instagram cultures, the YouTube cultures, these are the new gods, the new religions. Anytime something pops up with that sort of control and entity, they create new ideologies, new rituals. They create just they create new types of people. When money becomes your god, they can always use money against you. Remember that. Because you fear not having it. It's the love of money that's the root of all evil, not money itself. It's the love of, because that can manipulate you. That can make you do things other than yourself.
I believe the love of anything is the root of all evil. Because love is evil and evil is love. Whatever you love, you eventually gonna be evil towards it. You eventually gonna be mean towards it. You eventually gonna be like, yes, because you love it that much. You can show a lot of darkness and passion of evil shit when you love something so hard and tough. So when you love in anything, nigga, oh yeah, you hate, you develop hate, do love. Your love for anything gonna come with hate. You love a woman, you gonna wind up hating her. You love your dog, you gonna wind up hating his ass. You love that money, you gonna wind up hating it when you ain't got it. You love that sex, you gonna wind up hating it when you ain't got it. The love for anything is the root to all evil. That's the point, nigga. Because when you attach yourself to something you think you can't live without, you ain't never gonna be able to be ever past that what you think you can't live without. Nature is forever going. So you get stuck in this one place, but that part of that nature ain't about to grow for the next 300-400 years, or maybe something gotta happen in that aspect. So you only in that aspect in that world over there. You don't know it's a whole other side over here that you could touch. It's a whole nother way of thinking. It's a whole nother opportunities that you could develop. It's all type of shit that you could bring in. You have an overflow of what you can do, whoa, but you caught up in one aspect. Because your love and attachment just for that aspect of yourself only leads you in that one direction. So you got to be multifaceted. You have to be multidimensional, quantum leaping and all type of shit to see what you can be great in. Because you could be good in this, you could be all right in that, but you could be great in that. You dig what I'm saying? And now people know that you're good in this. People know that you're good in that, but people know that you're great in this. And all of that develops a whole nother way of looking at the world, being able to capture and dominate the world. Because nature is about domination. Nature is about control. Nature is about doing what it does to evolve. This shit is about evolution. And only the ones that evolve is gonna make it. You can't adapt to the environment, you can't adapt to evolution, you won't make it. So your love for something won't allow you to evolve because you gonna be stuck just with that. Shit didn't evolve past that now. It's shit that you can explore and touch now. But your love for only that shit, and then now when it ain't there no more, now you hate yourself.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. So, yeah, talk to your family. You know what I mean? Ask them what do they believe. They ain't family if y'all don't believe the same. What's the point of it? That whole blood family only matters if y'all believe the same things and y'all willing to fight for the same things, live for the same things, practice the same things. You gotta stop it. Sit down with your family, see if they got the same God as you. What they believe about the future. Mm-hmm. You go find they know trying to normalize these disempowered families where the kid don't believe in God and they just accept that and they're off into some weird thing and nah, you gotta stop that. Cause now the man can't be the God of his household.
Mm-hmm.
And then they try to make it seem like the man is not it's toxic to even have male leadership now. Fellas, You can't have a woman that don't believe in male leadership. There has to be a patriarchal role in the household. There has to be a matriarchal role in the household. So if she don't believe in patriarchal leadership, then she's not for you. And that should be a question that you should be able to ask out loud. Hey, babe, you believe in patriarchal leadership? You say, hell yeah. It's simple. But even at this moment, as I say that, there are many that got offended by just hearing that. And it's like, damn, before you can even, lead your family, you have to go through a million miles of mess because a person had heard all of these things on social media. And then because we don't have fathers that was always there, or grandfathers that was always there, it's lost. The problem with the world is the lack of male leadership, not male leadership. Remember that. That's why everybody wishes that they had their father in the household doing the right thing. It's the lack of good male leadership, not male leadership itself. Just think about that. So I'll leave you with that.